Sharon Osbourne grew tired of tenacity.
Not a sweet victory. I don't like the dynamic of what's going down with the women.
But with only Bret Michaels and Curtis Stone left on the men's team, Trump made a surprise move.
Rock solid, you've hit rock bottom. Curtis, Maria, Sharon, switch up right now.
Then, the new teams were tasked with creating and selling a celebrity workout class.
This is a money-raising task, so call all of your friends and come down.
As project manager, Sharon cut loose, putting The Rock in rock solid.
Bending over and thrusting.
You know you ought to.
Pump up the wiener. Pump up the wiener. When we got the rock and roll theme going, it was like, yeah.
Under Holly Robinson Pete's leadership, the new tenacity took a conservative approach.
Curtis and I really stepped up to create the exercise, mostly because we have a lot of experience when it comes to exercising.
When it came time to start the classes, both teams flexed their Rolodexes.
Oh, thanks, Nick. The Lady Gaga.
$10,000 from Piers Morgan.
But neither project manager was feeling confident.
I desperately need that 10 grand or else I'm probably not going to win this. I just kept thinking that Sharon was calling, Sir Elton John and, the Queen of England, and I don't know if I can compete with that.
I need you to just stand in for people who couldn't be here.
Okay.
I'm trying to say politely as possible, where's the money? I need your money.
When the totals were counted,
Rock Solid raised $131,803.
Wow. Don, tell me.
They raised $206,090.
$347,893, Holly.
Holly proved the strongest of all, winning the most money for a single task in Apprentice history.
Can I just say?
Yes.
I'm going to be cutting directly a check to Sharon's charity. For you, I have to.
But Holly wasn't the only one feeling generous.
I'm not going to fire anybody tonight.
Charity, my love.
Thank you, babe. Cheers.
Incredible job.
Oh, here you go. To Holly.
What this amount of money can do for the Holly Ride Foundation is tremendous. I've been away from my children for a while now, and to be able to call them and tell them that, Mommy won all this money, I'm just so proud.
Mr. Trump, he brings the jeopardy in every single time. I knew it when he said to you, you've lost, because he was winding you up. And then I knew. I was just gutted when we found out that we'd lost. It's a tough pill to swallow. We raised a lot of money, but if anybody was going to get it, I'm glad that Holly got it. But am I pissed? Sure, I'm pissed.
I saw my husband who I haven't seen in a long time. He was a sight for sore eyes, and I just was so happy to see him.
Well, how are you?
I'm good. I have something to tell you.
Oh, no, you're making me nervous. What's going on?
You and I made a family decision that I would leave for an extended period of time, But anyway, I mean, the whole reason is because of these kids with autism. I am so thrilled to be playing for the Holly Rod Foundation. We are raising money to help parents and children affected by autism, help them access affordable treatment for their children. So I was the project manager of Last Task, and I have something to give you. This is what I got from this task. Open it up.
So, you won?
Just open it and just see what it is.
347. I got to see my wife. I was so excited to see her. And I watched the show all the time, and I when she was going to be on, I was like, great, it's going to raise money for Holly Rod, but never in my wildest dreams that I think it was going to be $347,000. So I'm ecstatic right now. Okay, I have a little surprise for you, too. I know you've been gone a long time, but...
That Rodney P, he's always surprising me. Just when I think I'm surprising him, he surprises me. We've been one-upping each other for our whole marriage. Hi, Mom. Hi, Rodney. Oh my God, I'm so glad to see you. I miss you guys so much. You happy to see me? I want to stay here. You want to stay with Mom? I started the Holly Rod Foundation because all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we get this devastating diagnosis of autism for our oldest son. And it just brought us to our knees, literally, as a family. $347,893 for Holly Rod. So many parents are out there with children with autism, and they don't even have an opportunity or way to treat them. With $347,000, there's so much we can do. There's so many people with autism that we can help and families that we can assist. So it was just like a dream come true. It was probably one of the best days of my life.
We're standing in the ballroom of Trump Soho, just opening. This is the last room we have to complete, and we're very excited about it. Now, to my left are two great executives, Jim Abrams and John Young. They're with Clockwork Home Services. Tell us about your company.
We're the parent company to three great brands. Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber, 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning, and Mr. Sparky, America's on-time electrician.
As the co-founders of the company, we made a commitment to build the world's largest home services company. And you can help us achieve that goal by creating 3 radio commercials, 1 for each brand. You're going to be judged on your originality, the brand integration, and live performance of the commercials.
All right, pick your project managers, please.
You good?
What do you think?
I think you should do
You
it.
want to do it?
Okay, Sharon, who's your project manager?
Brett.
It would be me.
Really? Wow.
It'd be tough for me because on time is not my specialty.
That's true.
So I'm going to
You've
fix
proven
that today. I'm going to fix
This
it.
is not a man that knows about time, fellas. He could not work for Clockwork.
As soon as Mr. Trump presented the task, I felt that I could do this. I could be project manager, singing jingles in the studio. What could possibly go wrong?
Holly, who's your project manager?
Summer Sanders.
Okay, very solid player. In fact, she could work for you.
I don't know why I volunteered to be project manager. I have no experience with recording studios and stuff like that. But I've got Cyndi Lauper, obviously proven artist. Holly Robinson Peete started out as a singer and actress, and so I knew I had a great support system.
The project manager of the winning team will get $20,000 for your charity.
Mr. Trump, we'd like to add an additional $20,000 and match that for this charity.
You heard that. $40,000. Yes. You all escaped at the last boardroom. I promise you, somebody will be fired at the next boardroom, and it could be 2.
Whenever you get a free ride from Mr. Trump, there's something waiting on the other end. So we're all a little concerned that 2 of us are going to get fired at some point.
Now, to my right is Eric Trump. Eric is my 3rd child. He's a Georgetown graduate, and he's here for the very first time. Eric and Ivanka will be my eyes and ears. Well, listen, go out, do a great job. $40,000 to the winning project manager. Sounds good to me.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Awesome. Let's do it. All right, so we got to have fun today and just think about each one of these and create each one with its own little special twist.
Yeah. I honestly think that we work well as a team because we're all very rock and roll. We all are very similar.
How about this? My name's Ben Frank, and I'm here to say you got a problem in your toilet, and that's okay, because I can plunge it out.
For 1 hour air conditioning and heating. I'm freezing, help me.
I'm freezing and I can't get up.
Yes, I'm freezing.
Maybe I
and
got you 1 hour power. let me warm you with this. Let Mr. Sparky crawl in bed with you. On the way over in the van ride, Sharon and Marie and I were losing it. I mean, we were completely perving out.
Can I suck your plunger, Mr. Franklin? Oh, Mr. Franklin, can I suck your plunger?
Sharon is funny because sometimes she is completely out there. I mean, God says stuff that blows my mind, and I thought I've heard it all, right?
Have you been up a storm?
Have you got the poops?
What is a storm? No, as you're dialing the number, you can hear farting as you...
Oh, wait. Coming up.
How does humor do in your ads?
Humor is difficult to pull off.
Plumbers have been kind of the butt of joking.
And later.
I want to make sure that I'm 100% clear with you.
All right. You were not feeling any input from us lately. Our job is to create 3 radio commercials.
My main concern is if it's funny, it makes them listen. So that's what I was thinking.
They make, but you never know. I learned that the hard way. The task is to create 3 30-second radio spots for Clockwork Home Services. I think the task is very exciting, it's creative, it's fun, and I think every one of us can bring a little something to it.
Can I just go through like a few tasks right away? Cindy, I want you to do like the lyrics and the music, and we come up with a jingle.
Yeah.
So in this task, Cindy will play a very important role, and Cindy is extremely creative, but all over the place. And that's why it's so important for me to keep Cindy focused.
I would like to do a voiceover and a jingle.
So maybe you have a voice over one of them and a jingle.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem doing a jingle either.
Okay, good. Okay, great.
So, Cindy wants to grasp things in her own language. She sort of marches to her own music. But let me tell you something about Cindy. Cindy is a creative mind, and creative minds are wired differently. The key is how Summer manages Cindy. We charge her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make sure we got everything. Thank you, Maria Licious.
No problem. We've got half an hour for our meeting. Oh, here we go, look. There's Ben Franklin.
The punctual plumber.
On-time electrician.
When we first got to the war rooms at the recording studio, I realized we were right across the lobby from the enemy. So I immediately took our posters and huge signs and moved them into our room.
Yeah, we need those in here. Please.
And I accidentally flipped theirs around so they couldn't see the slogans of the company. Horrible, horrible man. How you doing, guys?
When does that guy come? At any minute. 10:15 was our time.
Well, hello. Hi, I'm Holly. Nice to see you, John. Well, Summer and I were excited for the executive meeting. The executive meetings in these tasks are so key. And I've learned after many tasks to ask specific questions and watch their body language.
Is humor super important to you, or is it more of reality and here's how we work?
I know there's a lot of jokes around plumbers, but these men have families, they have children, and their kids are proud of what they do. So, you know, we represent really a lot of hard-working people that get in and do things that nobody else wants to do. Humor at their expense, I wouldn't want to see.
When we got a chance to talk to the executives, we pretty much learned that they have very strong values, they're really into good service, and most importantly, we just knew that we weren't going to push the envelope. Why Ben Franklin?
Well, Benjamin Franklin's an icon of the country, and when he moved from Boston to Philadelphia, the one thing he took with him was his bathtub. So he was thinking plumbing early on.
Because he took a lot of baths in France.
She is a wealth of knowledge right there. I'm telling you.
There was no plumbing then. That was like buckets of water in a big tub.
Right, early plumbing.
That's true. Okay, early plumbing. You know, I saw John Adams on HBO. Apparently, Ben Franklin enjoyed taking baths with women and things, you know. And so I thought that was funny. Benjamin Franklin was so key in the revolution that kind of is so, but I don't know if it's ever been used.
This is my first real time working with Cindy. I think what you need to do with Cindy is really harness her energy and let her excel at what she's good at.
I don't have any more questions. Do you guys?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you guys are.
One more time. I remember the old beer commercials. It was Benjamin Franklin. Well, all right, but it's nice to know about the tub.
Very good. Awesome.
Great. Thank you
Thanks,
very much.
guys. Pleasure to meet you. Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you.
All I have to say is that their world is going to be rocked when they go over there to Sharon.
Yeah, I'm not going to be ready for that movie. Probably the thing that stuck out the most in the executive meetings was that I think is very key for us to not go too far out of the box. Now, those cats next door in Rock Solid, they're way too wild for this task.
We're going around, and I'm tooting.
Here they come.
Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm Brett.
Hi there.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Maria.
We have lots of great questions. When Jim and John came in, the executives from Clockwork, I had a bazillion questions I needed to ask them. I want to know exactly where they wanted to go, because my jingles were already getting way too out there.
Looking for more of Americana feel, a new ad?
Right, what we want to do is just grab their mind and say, okay, plumbing is Ben Franklin, electric Sparky, and air conditioning is 1 hour. If we could get that link in their mind so that they think this service, this company.
How does humor do in your ads?
Humor is difficult to pull off. When somebody does hit it, it's great.
We don't want to make it where it's offensive humor, because that's not what you're looking for. But we go out there and then we reel it back in.
The only thing I'd be concerned about is, of course, plumbers have been kind of the butt of jokes. Humor at their expense, I think, would not be a good thing.
Absolutely. The 800 cash, was that a cash or credit? You got cash back.
For Ben Franklin,
For Ben
if it's
Franklin.
any delay, it's you we pay.
Yes.
We pay $5 for every minute we're late. The other two services, if we're late, you do not pay for the repair.
Can you imagine a homeowner right now in this economy going, listen, if these guys show up late, they're giving me $100. I'm going to myth my address when you guys come out to my house. Yeah, that was 992. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say that wrong?
The executives were very corporate. They were like as serious as a heart attack. There were no laughs coming out of those two. You know, you want to say, lighten up, boys. Of course I didn't.
Thank you for your time. We appreciate it. Pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet
Nice
you.
meeting you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, thanks again, guys. Oh, this is going to be good.
Get rid of 3 of us tomorrow.
It's okay. Guys, let's just laugh it off.
Right now it's about the creative. So we got to get the creative, the storyboard basically for each one.
Yeah, okay, so you guys are each doing one of the commercials. You have Ben Franklin, Punctual Plumber, and that's yours to work on. My strategy as project manager was to make sure that I tasked out each of the commercials. So I handed Holly a commercial, I handed Curtis a commercial, and I handed Cindy a commercial. And then I'll make the final approval.
I think it's important to have some sort of little verbal exchange experience.
I think it is important.
Listen,
yes.
A lot of people don't know that Ben Franklin was punctual.
So maybe it's Thomas Jefferson going, oh, Ben Franklin, yes, Thomas Jefferson or something, you know, when will you be ready to go to Paris? And I heard you want to take your bathtub. Maybe that's wrong.
Listen, last time I was project manager, I got in the boardroom and I threw you under the bus. So I want to make sure that I'm 100% clear with you. I love your creativity.
All right.
I want you to go for it with your creativity, but I would love for you to listen to all of us. Cindy needs to be told exactly what to do. And honestly, that's the way it works in any business. A good manager knows how to manage everyone the way they need to be managed. So I just wanted to be clear up front.
You were not feeling any input from us ladies, and this is very important that you open yourself up to input on it.
So tell me what my task is exactly. I did whatever they asked me to do. I wasn't the leader, and even if I was, they don't listen to me. They don't listen to anyone. They know everything. I get tired of the whole people turning their backs on me. That I'm not in high school anymore.
Okay, you're gonna be a bitch by the end of this thing if your life depends on it. No, that was very good, very clear. Curtis, this is where our issues came before, was that she was just all over the place and couldn't redirect her, you couldn't focus her.
There's a little bit of a different vibe with Tenacity than there wasn't with Rock Solid.
And we have to be very, very close and keep her.
Yeah, you're right.
Holly and Summer are very methodical and very disciplined in the way they go about their tasks. And let's face it, they can be a little bit bitchy.
You are right. We've got to come up with the jingles and we've got to get the concept down.
We got to make sure we apply the jingle and the actual work. We have to create 3 30-second live radio spots for Mr. Sparky Electric, Benjamin Franklin Plumbing, and 1 hour heating and air conditioning.
Which one do you want to start on first? 1 hour?
Yes.
Air conditioning and heating?
No, heating and air conditioning.
No, air conditioning and heating.
Look at mine. Heating and air conditioning.
All right, what does the yellow folder say? Heating and air conditioning.
They did it wrong in that truck.
How dare they? 1 hour heating and air conditioning is a pain in the ass because it doesn't flow when you say it. Their logo is always on time or you don't pay a dime.
What if it was something like, okay.
It's hot out. It's hot outside. Can I rely on you? Yes, we'll be there. I'm feeling cold. We'll get you some hot air. Because this is time-consuming jingle. As a project manager, I wanted all 3 of us to work on all 3 jingles all the time. It's also a little bit of what slowed us down. All right, so I'm just go.
Right,
Let's
go
have,
on.
Here we go to
Go
open up
on.
and have fun. Bling, bling, 1 hour heating and air conditioning. How can we help you? My goodness, I'm feeling hot and sticky. 1 hour will be there very quickly. Like, feeling hot.
Sticky with my little...
No, but it's funny though. I'm feeling so hot and sticky, right?
Brett wanted to do something that sounded a bit sexy, but those executives were very, very corporate, very politically correct.
1 hour, got the power, always on time, or you don't pay a dime. Boom.
Just do that.
1 hour heating and air conditioning. I mean, I'm probably a bit weak in the musical department, so in terms of...
Cindy can help you with that, and Holly too.
So what Summer did was split up these 30-second commercials. That the first 20 seconds or so would be some kind of written component, and the last 10 seconds or so would be a jingle. Okay, so let's see if I can do this in 20. 1 hour heating and air conditioning, how can we save you time? I need someone to come out and look at my heater. Would 4 to 5 p.m. today suit you? But can you really stick to a time? It's just I've got so much on.
There was a problem with Curtis's radio spot in that he's from Australia, and so they just have a different way of speaking, not just accent, but like the words that they use. I like the concept.
Beautiful.
Thanks, Curtis.
Yeah.
There are words and things in there that are wrong. I got so much on today or something. He's trying to say, I got a lot going on. It needs to be tweaked.
You're right.
I think the weakest player on our team was Curtis. He doesn't have the ability to create a jingle. He was very far out of his element.
I'm going to change a few of your words, okay?
Yeah.
Don't take it personally.
Coming up, we plumbers know people crack a lot of jokes at our expense.
I think they won't like it. It was a big risk.
What the hell?
And later.
Curtis is so mad right now.
No.
For real.
Curtis thinks he's so hot.
Utilities.
All right, let's move on. What's our next one?
Should we do Benjamin?
Absolutely.
Okay, so it starts with the ring ring.
The punctual plumber.
And the woman is saying that her pipes are blocked.
Right.
Or frozen. The task today is to produce, write, and perform 3 live radio spots for the company that has heating and air conditioning, and also plumbers and electricians.
Bust it out, Benny. And just get like a groove going for Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. Yeah, bring it, bring it, bring it. Like something that's just, is that pretty good? Or no? To go with me on this. Ring, ring, right? Hi, I'm Ben, the punctual plumber from Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. We plumbers know people crack a lot of jokes at our expense.
What the hell?
We know people like to crack a lot of jokes, and it's gonna go
You
crack.
I think they won't like it. It's a very big risk to put that in the radio spot. The executives of the company wanted to avoid any cheap shots at plumbers cracks, you know, plumbers belly, you know, the butt crack, all of that.
I'm telling you right now, that's the jingle.
Oh, they won't like that.
They'll love it.
This is so tough to decide what is too far.
I don't think those people will laugh.
You gotta do it.
Sharon and Maria definitely thought there should be no line about the crack in there. And I said, you know what? How about this? You fix a problem by addressing a problem.
I'll take the fall.
Listen, I've possessed some plumber's crack a few times in my life, and I know how hurtful it is when people have made fun of me. So I try to never make fun of plumber's crack. It's a serious matter.
I will take the fall on this one. If I'm wrong, it's just good. I'm telling you, I will not throw you under the bus. I will take the sword. Okay, so that sucker's done. Benjamin Franklin Plumbing, on time, every time.
Just call Ben. Just call 877 Ben 7076.
Yeah, but can you make it faster? Like, just call 877 Ben 79, whatever. Can you make it a little faster?
Oh yeah, I'm just
Okay,
saying,
cool.
yeah. You can make anything fast as long as it's clear.
Yeah,
That's all right.
exactly.
So, all right,
like
so. Cindy started doing jingles, and I knew that Cindy was going to need a little help getting her script together, so I did the creative testimonial for her commercial. Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber. I woke up Saturday morning to a flooded bathroom. This couldn't have happened on a worse day. 20 girls were on their way over for my daughter's 10th birthday party. I called Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber, and with their 24/7, 365 days a year service, a skilled and courteous professional was at my door in no time. It's definitely a challenge, fitting stuff into 30 seconds, but I think it was important for us to include a lot of the points that the executives had brought up. Ding! He gave me straightforward pricing, fixed the leak, and guaranteed his work for 2 years. And the birthday party was a huge success, thanks to Benjamin Franklin. I found a plumber for life.
Okay, it's 40 seconds. It's pushing
So
it.
long, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's too much information.
I think the more that we can give people about what makes them different is perfect.
I just wonder whether it's a little bit rushed and it doesn't really sink in.
I personally don't think so. That's the kind of pace that we want, and it's straightforward.
I think that we were copy heavy. I think that we tried to fit in too much information. Now, I get it. You're paying for 30 seconds. You want to utilize every last second. But you need to understand the gist of what's being spoken, not at all just blurted out in a couple of seconds.
You don't have to say the punctual plumber.
It's okay. All of them, they just have to be fast. You're afraid of the dark. I will give you a spark. That's why I'm Mr. Sparky. Mr. Sparky. Mr. Sparky to the rescue.
When I'm working creatively, I'm either listening to music or humming the thought process out. So I was listening to every idea that was getting thrown out, and then I was repeating it back with some kind of tone to it.
Won't you give me a spark, Mr. Sparky? I'm all alone tonight.
Never happened.
He'll pull you through your biggest plights.
We gotta be simplistic. We're getting too. Maria is literally living out a musical. I feel like I've fallen into a bad musical right now. She is singing out everything, and I'm like, seriously, Sharon and me look at each other. We're like, we need a break. You gotta stop now. I don't think we want everything to be 1930s.
Lights went out and gave me a fright. Please fix my light, Mr. Sparky.
That's Maria. It's like I keep saying, you know, Maria, you tell her to shut up. It's like she's waterproof. Maria's waterproof. It doesn't penetrate. She's like, oh yeah, back again.
I think we're gonna lose it. I think they'll be like, what time zone are they living? We could be like, 88, Sparky. 88,
Sparky.
Maria!
All right, ready? Mr. Sparky. Hey, Jen, how does that gorgeous new ceiling fan look in your den?
It's not up yet.
You bought it a month ago.
Harold insists on installing it himself.
So we're being judged on originality, brand integration, and the overall performance of the 30-second spot.
We're on time, you will see, or the repair is free.
Call 8888 Sparky.
Straightforward, typical.
Our scenarios right now are really vanilla.
Yeah, we already realized that they're not that original.
Yeah.
So how would we make it more original?
I guess the way to think more out of the box with it is to say, what's a situation that you've been caught in before that would be really embarrassing? I think that we should probably be pushing the envelope a little bit more, being a bit more daring, you know. I mean, that's why this company's come to Celebrity Apprentice, to try and get a bunch of celebrities to be really creative. So I think we could be a bit more edgy. See, from a guy's perspective, your first thought of a plumber going around to your wife's house when you're not around is that he's not just fixing the pipes.
Yeah.
It's always a joke, right? It's like, kid doesn't look anything like you. What's the milkman's, you know, like what's going on with the electrician's got brown eye?
Well, I have to tell you, the first thing I thought of was how my husband clogs the toilet on a regular. Yeah. I just don't feel like they're gonna think it's funny. Yeah. They said no.
They sorted out our house's pipes. I wish they could sort out Johnny's pipes.
Yeah. That's not gonna work. A lot of things came to my mind, but yeah. I don't know. I think we're probably better off being safe, but that's a call you have to make.
Because at the moment it's just like the most obvious route to market, right?
And bland. And not funny.
Well, do you want to take a vote? I mean, do we make it edgier?
I'm wondering, you know, these things are so subjective. I'm wondering, like, originality versus core messaging.
You know what? I think starting out with the straightforward and to the point, better. The safe is better. I think it is. You know, I just have to stick with my decision. And my gut tells me that conservative is what the executives want.
We're the safer group. They're probably going to do something more outrageous and more original.
Oh my God. These women were just, you know, very serious. Who the hell wants to live in that conservative environment? It's so uncreative. It's not funny. I was on the Girls Want to Have No Fun at All team. Are we having any fun yet?
Coming up, we plumbers know people crack a lot of jokes at our expense.
I don't know that I would have made that same decision. He's definitely taking a risk.
And later.
You don't like Curtis very much.
Not a lot. He's very smug. Put another shrimp on the barbie.
I look at him and I'm like, I want to punch you.
Okay. I want to do it as cool as we can, and we gotta be straight, but let's not go all the way into the makes me nauseous world. You know, you have that cheese factor.
All right. Now that we have the creative almost dialed in, Cindy will play a very important role when it comes to working with the band.
Can I work with you?
I would have been in over my head trying to put together music and bands. It was really great to watch her work.
I was horrified I was writing jingles, especially when I started doing the 1 hour heating and air conditioning. And I thought, oh my God. 88, 88,
'cause we are never late.
Yeah.
But really, it's catchy.
Cindy, you sound awesome. You guys all sound awesome.
All right, but we gotta get that revolution.
Yeah, so let's go. You're gonna sing the lead?
Yeah, I'll just sing the lead.
Yeah, because I can already hear Don go, how do you not sing the lead?
I know.
You won this many Grammys.
I know. Do you like it, or you like it the way it was?
I liked it. It's good. It's good.
All
We gotta get
right.
this right. I really like Cindy, and everything that she does, I think, is gorgeous. She brings this great creative energy and passion.
I think you got it. Shut the click off. Let's play it. You guys.
And you know, watching her bossing around the vocalist and bossing around the sound mixer, I think it's great.
333 88 'cause we are never late. Done. Next. Just have to hear it. We got the track. We'll be okay.
Ben, 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 Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber. Ben, Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber.
All right. That was really good. Hold on one second.
Hi.
Hello, Ivanka. How are you doing?
Good. How's
Come
it
on in
going?
and join us. You want to sing?
I do not.
I think you would do well.
It's not that I don't want to sing. It's that none of you guys want to hear me
You
sing.
just went in there and belted it out. You're like, whoa. You just, all right.
So how are you guys feeling?
Good.
It's nice to lose and still all be here, right?
No, it's
It's like
great.
a second lease on life.
It's awesome. We're giving Mr. Sparky a whole new life right now.
Yeah.
Mr. Sparky, they start out 88 Sparky, so you hear big band feel, right?
Are you singing or?
No,
or
they're singing for now.
He's
and
doing
then-
the voiceover.
And then I do the voiceovers to bring it all back in to make sure we actually get what they want across.
But it's one of those hooks that drives you crazy.
And the other one is, hi, I'm Ben, the punctual plumber from Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. We plumbers know people crack a lot of jokes at our expense.
Let me guess. That's a play.
It's a-
A minor.
No.
Minor.
They did not, here's what I
They
figured.
didn't want that sort of thing.
They told you specifically they don't want jokes made at their expense. You know, it's a bit of a risk. They're fully aware of the fact that the executives do not want them making stereotypical jokes about plumbers. And yet they chose to integrate the word crack into their jingle. So, you know, I don't know that I would have made that same decision. He's definitely taking a risk.
We plumbers know you crack a lot of jokes at our expense. I won't emphasize crack.
No.
I called Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber. He showed up on time, was clean, friendly, courteous, and a total gentleman.
Team Tenacity.
Hi,
how are you? Well, how are you? Sunrise Project Leader, how's it going?
This team is unbelievable. Eric came in to take a look at us, being that he's the eyes and ears, and he came in at a great time because the singers were there and the band was there, so we really got a chance to see what we were doing.
What are you guys doing on the creative side?
We got a sense from them that the company's very wholesome. We asked them if they're into funny, and they kind of gave us a, not so funny.
But how do you create something that they remember?
We need the jingle to be catchy and short, and that people can remember.
What's a jingle? Can I hear it?
You want to hear it? He wants to hear it.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Let's play it. All right, from the top.
Safe delay, it's you we pay. Call 877-1776.
Are your other ones similar?
No.
Completely different.
Yeah, you want to hear that?
Yeah, sure. Let me hear one more of this.
Play the.
Yeah, 1 hour.
Here's playback. Okay.
Looking at Tenacity, I think they were doing a great job. I think they came up with a good beat. I think it sounded good. Is this something that would really separate itself from any of the other commercials that you hear every morning? I don't know if it does. I think they did sound a little bit generic. Very interesting.
Coming up.
Curtis is so mad right now.
No.
For real.
Curtis thinks he's so hot.
And later.
88. Okay. I don't have no voice. I'm not going to perform.
I was very concerned. Is Trump going to say, why in the world didn't you use Cyndi Lauper? I'm so stressed right now.
Let me order some food here in a minute.
Everybody's got pizza.
Can you steal me a slice of pizza?
Yes.
Thank you.
You don't see nothing! So I go and I steal piece of pizza for Brett. And Curtis, he's just, I'm Australian and I'm the greatest and I ordered pizza for just my crew and come on, don't you care about this man's feelings? Like, you know, what if he passes out?
Curtis is so mad right now.
No.
For real.
Oh, is he puffy chested?
Uh-huh.
Oh, dear. Get a life. Curtis. You know, a 33-year-old young guy thinks he's so hot. That's a put-off for me. And it's like, God bless you, kid, but I've got nothing to say to you.
That ad will have a chef's ad in.
Of course it will. There'll be something about an apron in there or a frying pan. Mr. Pastry has his way.
Oh, you kill it.
All right, let me know when you're ready. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you turn me up? 1, 2. What is it again? For 1 hour heating and air conditioning. For 1 hour, oh, excuse me. 1 hour heating and air conditioning. 188. All right, okay. 88, 88. Okay. Up again and I'm distorting. Let me just listen to that. My voice is killing me. Nina, can you sing that better than me? You have like some top end left. I have no upper partials at all.
Okay.
So
I'll give it a roll.
I couldn't sing. My voice was killing me. So I let one of the singers sing for me.
What do you mean? I'm not going to perform it. I don't have no voice.
It was a really hard position for me, being the leader of this task. And I didn't want to put Cindy in an uncomfortable position if she wasn't 100%.
You know, if anything, you need extra voice in the backgrounds. I could sing backgrounds.
I was very concerned because I felt, is Trump going to say, why in the world didn't you use Cyndi Lauper and you have her on her team? I'm so stressed right now.
Here's our thoughts. We're doing a little Brick House meets a little Jovi. You know what I mean? In our whole ad. Let's do it. It starts out with the phone call. I want to make 1 hour air conditioning and heating. Very funky, very cool, very memorable. It's also the one that is, without a doubt, the most liberal commercial we got going.
All right, here we go.
My air conditioning's out. I'm feeling hot and sticky.
No worries, 1 hour will be there quickly.
Can I rely on you to cool me down on time? We came up with just the best music ever. 70s porn music. 1 hour's got the power to safely and effectively handle all your heating and air conditioning needs. And mixed it with a very good infomercial. I can't think of a better way to sell heating and air conditioning. Now, yes, I needed that ending. Thank you, thank you.
I'm just worried that it's going to... I don't know, maybe...
I know, I'm worried that it's going to be a bit patchworky.
The music and the bass I'm keeping is very simplistic because we got to do this live. Otherwise, this whole thing's a disaster. That's why, if you understand why I'm keeping everything linear and box. I normally wouldn't do this. I mean, who literally does a live ad?
Siegecon.